500. Hey, it's Sunday, March 14th, and this is going to be just a little heads up about the assignments for this week. All right. First of all, this is student view, but since I'm not a student, I can't go to my grades. But you go into your grades in Blackboard, and you can open up all of your old quizzes. Okay, just to let you know, you just go to that actual assignment of the quiz, and you click on the numerical score, and up pops the quiz. Okay. So you can use that and open that up if you wish. When you do right here, midterm exam number 1, you have all week. Once you start, you have 2 hours. Okay, once you start, you have 2 hours. Okay, all right, and so you just go cruise right in here, just like me. All right, you click right here, just like so, and you hit begin. Explains everything to it. The test has a time limit of 2 hours. Okay. All right, if you exceed those 2 hours, it automatically submits on your behalf. All right. So you can save and resume any point in time during that 2 hours. In fact, I encourage you to make sure you do save your answer. So you hit begin, okay, and so you look at a question right here, okay, and you answer the question, okay. Why is cancer more common among men versus women? Okay, would it be higher tobacco use, higher exposure to toxins, oral HPV infections? Was it all of the above? Okay, that's up to you to figure out. Okay. There we go. It says this year America has the lowest household numbers interest investing in mutual funds. Okay, who would that be? Okay, Greece, Spain, okay. You know, if I chose it right there, I'd go like that, and then I'm going to go like this each step of the way. Save answer. All right. Every step of the way, whatever you say, you save the answer. Okay, it's important that you save the answer. All right. China, Ghana, India, Mexico, Russia, and South are all part of this population study. All right. So you're going to go back and take a look right here. Okay. It's not Europe, so you can eliminate that one. It's not the U.S., so you can eliminate that one. So then you can go and so I would say probably and go like this. Boom. All right. But I don't know because I'm just like you. I'd have to go back and find the reading. All right. And that's how you go about this. All right. Save every answer, and then when you're done, you hit save and submit. Okay. Got it? Perfect. Okay, that's part number 1. Yeah, I'm going to leave this page. All right, so good luck with that, guys. And part number 2 is what else is due this week. We have, we see CT2, okay? So it's due on the 31st. It's coming up, okay? So just like CT1, we're going to click onto this sucker right here, okay? We're going to scroll down and we're going to look at CT2, all right? Ooh, there it is, CT2. You just please follow the directions. And then if you're concerned about how everything is, all right, there's your rubric that explains everything to you, okay? Don't have a Turnitin violation. Don't be late, okay? All right, so we want charts, okay? How many charts? Well, let's take a look at the actual assignment, okay? All right, so we have part 1, answer these questions, and part 2, answer these, and part 2 and 3, deal with these questions, okay? All right, so part 1, you need to address this, okay? All right, you look at this figure right here, okay? And it's a pie chart, and you're going to ask yourself, just like it says right here, okay, it says list the top 4 Medicare coverage out-of-pocket expenses, including your premiums, okay, in your statement, okay? So you see right here, who is numero uno? Premiums, okay, followed by this, okay? So that's how you do that, okay? Now we want you to generate these graphs, okay? So you're gonna choose the same population and look at 2 different aspects of Medicare coverage, right? All right, so right here, you know, how much do Medicare beneficiaries spend out of pocket on different types of health-related services? That's this graph right here. I'll show you in a sec. And then this one right here, and I like this one because it's most important sociologically. Well, we're looking at the percentage share of the income being spent on Medicare and health-related expenses. Okay, so that's what you do. All right, so you take those. Get those graphs, okay? And then the last thing you got to do right here is you're going to analyze the data you collected, okay? Why do you think you see these kind of distributions like we see right here after you selected a group, okay? And that's all part of the rubric, okay? For example, gender, race, ethnicity group, or education level. What condition factors are impacting the healthcare spending for these groups? Okay, so we want you guys to think about this. How do you get there? All right, so you come right here, you click on this guy right here, all right, and it's gonna load, okay, slowly, but here it comes, and there it is. Okay, so just like we discussed, this is the first figure that you list those 4 out of pocket, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, all right? Top expenses, okay? And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna skip this graphic right here, the first one, and we're gonna go down here to the second graphic, all right? All right, and so we're gonna see, look at the average out-of-pocket healthcare spending by traditional Medicare in term and by types of service, okay? All righty, so what we're going to do is we're going to select, and here's the types of service: dental, drugs, on and on and on and on. All right. So you can, this one's already selected education level, but what you could do is you can select something like gender by age. All right. All right. And then this comes up right here. All right. So we see men over the age of 85 are doing long-term care services. Men less than 65, again, the money is less, and you can get the actual value. See how it's popping up as my cursor is going ding, ding, ding. Okay. Um, and we can just, you can take a look and see what each one of these are. So here's dental expense right there. Dental's a little more important in youth, right? So that's the one thing you could do, all right? Gender by age was a cool one. You can choose, how about U.S. Census region, all right? That's kind of cool. Look at that. So you get big differences here between the Northeast and the West versus the Midwest and the South. First of all, these guys have more expenses right here than you might predict, okay? All right, and you can go boom, 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 boom like that, all right? So you choose 2 groups, all right? So I just did 2, U.S. Census group, and I did gender by age, okay? And what I would do then is if I did U.S. Census group, okay, like so, you can, if you want to have the verbiage here, you can copy that, okay? You can do it in a lot of different ways, all right? So if I reduce the size of my screen like I just did right here, okay? All right, and then I'm going to do Windows key Shift S, okay? And I'm going to then grab this figure, and if you have a Mac, it's slightly different, and you guys have to figure that out how to use it. All right, so it's now copied, and then I could put it into a document. I can put it into a Word document if I want, all right? And right here, okay, and I would just hit paste, and there it is, all right? So, all righty, so I'm gonna do that for 2 groups, okay? This is U.S. Census group. Remember before I was doing it by age and gender, age and sex, sorry. So then I will go from this one, all right? And I would type my verbiage, okay? Whatever it is I'm going to do in my discussion, I'm going to go back to my website, right? And I'm going to come right over here, and this one right here. So again, this is what share of income do Medicare beneficiaries spend on out-of-pocket healthcare costs? And you see the percentile right here, all right? So we see that obviously older people spend more of their share of income. It's not any surprise based on what you guys have been doing, okay? I could go do gender by age again, all right? And there it is, okay? So we see right here that women are going to spend more over the age of 85 than men. Yeah, you see that right there, okay? And you can track that, okay? Awesome. All right. What was the other one? Let's go take a look at U.S. Census region, all right? All right, it's going to take a little while. It's going to come up, and there it is, okay? So people from the Midwest and South are spending more than the West and Northwest. Why is that? Why might you think that, okay? Maybe these are more rural. Maybe they're not getting good health care coverage. These are all things that you can kind of speculate on, right? All right, cool. And then what I would do for this is, again, I would do the same drill. Windows key Shift S. All right, it's coming up. And I would then grab that figure and stick it into my paper that is now growing, okay? Like, as you can see. All right, so let's put it in there, and it's down here. There it is. Okay. And of course I can size it however big I want to in terms of what I'm doing with my paper. All right. That's it, my friends. So, pretty straightforward stuff, you know. But I thought I would make a separate video for this, and now I'm going to make a video for this week's assignments. Okay. If we look over at this week's assignments, just give you kind of a clue. Don't forget to study the rubric if you want to know how we do the grading. Okay. There's your rubric. All right. And yeah, so we're going to be going into week 2, which is coming up, baby. Week 2's assignments, okay? Where are we at here? Okay, so we're doing we did caregiving last week. We're doing economic and social income implications. All right. So, all right. So with that, guys, I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pause, and we'll see you on the other side.